Hi guys, good morning to you. It's Shari here, and I am basically picking up where I left off last with my Wet Your First video. So basically, I was talking about how wonderful water is for your body, how good generally it is for your health. Hydrate yourself, basically, make sure the cells are getting bathed in some liquid and fluid, making sure that you are getting enough hydration, just generally for your health, well being, for your energy, everything. And then I was talking about how to basically change the texture of the water so that it's a lot more palatable, because a lot of people have problems with taking water. That's particularly with the blandness. I would also argue that that would be due to the hardness of the water as well, and the quality. If you don't have a good filter, or you don't know anything about filters and you don't know where to start, you could be drinking tap water and you're thinking, yeah, why would I drink that? And you'd probably be replacing your daily water intake with things like teas and milks and juices, and there is no replacement for water, like, at all. Um so what I'm going to do, I'm going to basically talk about the Soleil solution first, because that's where I left off. Last time I was saying how you could add a little bit of salt to water. This may be Himalayan pink salt because it's extremely rich in lots of different minerals. About 82 trace minerals, including copper and zinc. Copper very good for maintaining hair color. So if you see a bit of grays coming along, I'm not talking about the one where it's like the wisdom one. I'm talking about like loads of grays. It may be because you've got a copper deficiency. I said maybe. Also, in terms of the zinc, very good for boosting up your immune system, protecting the cells. So these are just very, like, literally two minerals I'm naming that these salts will actually have. Now, I was saying that the salt, it would change the texture of the water. It would make it a lot more soft. So when you go into the sea, when you've been to the beach and you've gone into the water, water's gone in your mouth. It's quite foamy. It's quite soft. It doesn't have that harsh texture as if you were going to go into the shower, and you have a mouthful of water. It's quite hard. So Soleil is basically a salt solution. Now, in order to make Soleil, what you would do is you would dilute salt, right? Preferably ones that are unrefined because they have all the minerals and nutrients in them, in water, and you would dissolve it to the point whereby you cannot dissolve any salt any longer, right? And what you would do, you would take about a teaspoon of that a day, of that solution from a solution, and you'd put it in, let's say, about a litre or 500 mils of your own water, and you would drink that throughout the day, and that's where you'd get in your extra minerals and everything. So that will be very helpful to really rehydrate the body. Try it out. I don't know if you've ever, like, been drinking water and you're like a regular, water drinker without any problem, and you find the water just flushes out through your system so quickly. Now, once you take in these little bits of salt, it's replacing all the salts that you're probably losing through breathing out, through, perspiration, through a lot of things. This is how you lose water. If you're not replacing the salts that you lose, then it's just, you're just gonna keep, you're not going to retain any water once you put it in. You need to put back the salt in the body as well. So things like Soleil, they'd be good for anyone. Children, adults, whoever, especially athletes, because they'll be losing quite a lot of essential salts there. And if they're just putting in water into their body, they're not replacing the salts. It's not really useful. It's not really helpful for anyone. A couple of good things about all these different salts, unrefined salts that is, for when you want to make your Soleil. Very good for regulating your sleep pattern, very good for, boosting up your mood as well. Very good for increasing libido. Very good for, balancing out your heart pressure and strengthening your heart. Also very good for any sort of emotional disorders, and also extracting excess acid from the body. So, salt can help do that and flush out all the impurities through your kidneys as well. Now, you don't really want to replace your water intake with too much of the juices and things like that. I've read quite recently that once you do that, your liver kind of sees like, oh my god, it programs sweet juices from the fruit, and it actually starts to store as fat. So it's not going to be very good if you want to try and lose weight, but you're taking in all this excess fruit juices. So you find a lot of diets, they'll say, hey, don't take a lot of fruit juice. Now that's one of the reasons. So basically, try and cut down as much of the fruit juice as possible. Try and up your water. Try and make the sole. Tell me how you go. It's another way to detox and another way just to beautify it on a daily basis. Okay? Now, I'll be back with some more tips on detoxification and just general beautification, just general health and well being, okay? And this is all from me today. Please stay well and continue creating your sanctuary of well being, all right? Bye.